everybody, it's Colby and Lucy. We're back out on the river trying to catch another big one. Had to suit up, it's starting to rain. I'm hoping that the wind doesn't pick up very much. I don't care if it rains, it's just really hard to keep your boat control on the river in current with a bunch of wind. So same type of game plan today. I'm going to start with big baits. I'm going to start with my 11-inch ABT Homicide Glide. It's just a good all-around bait out here, especially when they plant some steelhead. I think there should be steelhead in the water right now. I'm not going to concentrate on blow-ups or look for blow-ups because those are usually smaller fish. I'm just going to fish the way I always do, the same places that I would anchor up with a minnow or cast a minnow out, and I'm going to simulate those minnows with these. I'm going to throw my Matt Lures Hammertail Trout. I haven't caught a fish on this. I've had it for 2 or 3 years. I've fished it only a handful of times, but I think if I start throwing it, I'm bound to catch something, whether it's a 5-pounder or 30-pounder, I don't know. This is just a good match the hatch scenario, or just any bait fish this size. These big stripers really wanting like a 15 to 18 inch minnow, pike minnow, or trout, or bass, or sucker, whatever's in there, all right? So I'm gonna throw this 10-inch Matt Lures Hammertail Trout, but if all else fails, I'm just gonna go to the old tried and true glide swimmer. Not the S-Waver, but the glide swimmer. This is a 200. Upgraded the hooks and split rings, but this will catch fish out here all the time, and these are cheap baits. So I'd rather fish this over my Gancraft. The water was about a 5-foot visibility a few days ago when I was out here last time, but now it's about a 2-foot visibility, maybe a little less. And I think that'll only be a little better, it'll give me better chances. The fish will still be able to see the bait just fine. They just won't see it from like 40 feet away. I think I'll have less followers. I think they're gonna hit it more out of a reaction bite. Sad news, at least for me, that Dock Rat lure that I caught that big one on, and I caught some other big ones on recently, I lost it. I broke it off on probably a 15-pound fish, maybe a little less, 10 to 15-pound fish. Broke it off. It was my last Dock Rat. I had a couple of those for the last few years that I threw all the time, and Dock Rat doesn't make that thing anymore. So I've got a couple other baits that I'm gonna order up and see if it swims anything like that. But anyway, we're gonna go out and start fishing, so I'll give you an update if anything happens. got it back. Just like people, hey, where'd you launch or where are you fishing? I'm just gonna say this, it's the Sacramento River. Wherever you're at, the launch near you is where you should fish. Now you can explore and drive up and down the valley looking for other cool spots, but honestly, what I've found out fishing out here my whole life is there's just fish everywhere. There's not tons of fish everywhere all the time, but there's fish in every hole that you can go out and catch. And that, I mean, so there's big ones everywhere too. There's just not a ton of them. We'll go down here. If it sucks, we'll throw some Yozuris on and troll and catch something.
Whatever you want, dude, I'm down.
Okay.
I'm in it to win it.